Nick, thank you for being here.
Pleasure.
In a nutshell, what is Neighbourly?
So, Neighbourly is a social platform that connects companies to community projects. Big business today wants to do more to demonstrate that it's active in the communities that it serves. And most of society, most communities have things that they need help with. They recognise funding from local government is in decline, and they'd be interested if business were able to step in and help. We're a platform that tries to bring the two sides together.
What makes it important today for companies to engage with local communities?
So for a couple of years now, most companies, certainly the forward-thinking brands, know that this is about more than just ticking the box of CSR. We're so far beyond that. It's about making this a systemic part of how business operates, making purpose at the very core of what the business is. So it's not just about GDP and shareholder performance.
The connections that you're creating between large businesses and small community groups, I mean, how does that come to life? Can you give us maybe an example of the work you do?
So lots of small charities and local community groups are really feeling the pressure. They don't have professional fundraisers, and it's a little bit of a hand-to-mouth existence. Often just £500 or £1,000 makes a significant difference to that organisation, just 10 days of volunteering. Now, traditionally, it's very hard for a big business to get involved at such a micro level. How do you make that connection? How does the small charity reach out to that big business? And yet, if you are a big business and you're able to scale up such a local level engagement, you can have a huge impact many, many times. That's really important, I think, for the core aspect of what Neighbourly is helping to facilitate, and that's stories. Stories are what makes more people get involved. Stories are the things that business like to tell about the impact that they've made. And storytelling many, many times at such a high degree of impact is really powerful for both sides.
Community engagement is perhaps one of the less formalized areas of sustainability. What's the best way to demonstrate impact? Should we attempt to put some hard measures on it, as we do for environmental sustainability?
For me and for Neighbourly, what I'm interested in the first year or two is the soft metrics. And what I mean by that is, what pages do people visit? Which projects do they get behind? Which type of project have a high degree of engagement with citizens, but then also with brands? And I think when we've built that soft metrics, I suppose, understanding, we can then go to what I think are the hard metrics, which are the long tail around the big questions of well-being and happiness, which increasingly society wants to try and answer, but also so does business. How do we make this community a better place for the people that live there? That ultimately is the end objective.
If I give you a crystal ball, how would you see the future of community engagement at a 5 to 10 year horizon?
My crystal ball looks like stakeholders collaborating and engaging and working together. The real power is ensuring that business can come together as a force for good and work side by side to coordinate efforts around making a sustainable, meaningful difference. Collaboration, that's where we're going.
Thank you very much.